Hi, my name is Roman Bodnarchuk. I've had the great privilege of working on over 150 condo projects in 10 countries and 30 cities. I've learned a couple things. I want to share just a couple ideas with you. Number one, condo developers love to spend money on beautiful sales offices. And trust me, as a guy that spends 200 days a year in condo sales offices, I love hanging out in gorgeous environments. But there's an interesting thing we've learned in doing this for 13 years. For every one person that walks into your condo sales office, that again, we've got clients spending $2 million on an office, they actually have 100 people visiting their website. And we thought this was a unique trend in certain markets. We've now seen this trend in over 30 cities in 10 countries on 150 projects. What that means is for every one person that walks into your sales office, you actually have 100 people visiting your website. Now, I would challenge you to think about how much money are you spending on your sales office? How much money are you spending on your website? So think about the dollars wasted on something that is generating less than 1% of your leads, but 99% of your leads are coming through your website. The next thing I'll tell you, and this is again information that we've learned over 13 years of doing this, is the most valuable information you can get a prospect is not what they tell you on the registration form, because typically they don't remember what they had for breakfast, so they're not going to tell you how they've heard about you. So the information typically is incorrect. The most valuable piece of information you can get is if you're able to track what people are looking at on your website. Let me give you an example. If you can see what floor plans they're looking at, which models they're looking at, if you can see how much time they're spending on your website, how many times they come back to your website, this is hugely valuable. We can predict buyers versus non-buyers with almost 80% accuracy based on their web activities. This is huge. So if you can't track what each individual, I'm talking about what Mary Jane has done on your website, it's going to be impossible for you to know to separate the 80-20. So I would challenge you to think about making your website your main priority, because that's where most of your leads are going to come through, and making sure you're tracking and measuring the movements, and that data goes in real time to your sales team. Because without that information, you can't convert these sales.